Hey y'all, today we are trying out a new foundation from Lorac. It is called the Lorac Pro Soft Focus Longwear Foundation. The packaging looks like this. It is that soft touch, really beautiful packaging. This is what it looks like. This is $38. I got this online at Ulta and it comes in 25 shades. So this has some really big claims to it. It has some really good ingredients in it. I get into all that in the video. If you are new here, I use all natural lighting. I don't want this cap came off, sorry. I don't want a light or lights to filter out my skin, change colors, any of that. I want you guys to see my skin. I want you to see my pores. I want you to see my redness, my rosacea, everything. And I want you guys to see how this product covers. So I hope you guys find this interesting and helpful. I hope you subscribe and click that bell, and let's hop in. Okay, I am so glad to be sitting down, filming, talking to you guys. It has been so long and it has been so rough. I've been so sick. My body has not been cooperating with me at all. My head, you guys, I am on 7 days straight of headache to migraine. Like it's terrible, but we've got some new products to try. So we are trying out the Lorac Pro Soft Focus Longwear Foundation today. And this is probably gonna be chatty. Like, I know when it's been a while since I filmed, I get pretty dang chatty. So I'll try not to be too bad about it, but bear with me, you guys. So I'm gonna shake this up. I did swatch it. I got the shade 8, which is a medium shade. And when I put it out on my hand, it is very liquidy. So we will see. I'm gonna use a brush and then I might just kind of, what's the word? See, I can't even think where it's been so long since I filmed. After I use the brush, I'm just gonna kind of smooth over it with a sponge more than likely. Where this is so liquidy, I think it will be better with a brush. But you kind of see it here. It's very liquidy. That was like half of a pump. I'm gonna start out with that and then, sorry, my mirror's not right. And then we can go from there. But it's very thin. I wouldn't really call it serum-like. It's not that texture, but it is super thin. And this is supposed to be medium to full coverage, supposed to be buildable. So let's hope that is all true. And this does have some really good ingredients in it. It has vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. So you guys know I love skincare. And it says it's infused with watermelon, apple, lentil fruit extracts to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Plus add hydration. It's oil-free, fragrance-free, and vegan. Now, I know that Lorac, I'm pretty certain, was sold. I used to love Lorac. Lorac was one of my favorite brands. Their eyeshadow formula was my favorite, but it's been a while since I've used it. They've just not really had anything that was super intriguing to me or super interesting. So I'm pretty interested in this launch. Just gonna get that kind of all smeared around. The shade doesn't look bad. It looks a little bit darker, but trust me, with spring and summer upon us, I'm gonna get way darker. So I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Everything's blending out nicely. It's not dragging on the skin. Of course, it is really fluid-like. So I'm gonna add a bit more there. And I love this bottle. Like, it's so different than traditional foundations. Like, you can see the difference. Like, this one's very slim and I love the packaging. What I don't like is it feels very cheap, very like plasticky. There's no weight to it at all. So I just wanted to let you guys know about that. That's not great, but I like the way it looks. I just don't like the way it actually feels or what it's made out of. So let me add a wee bit more here. Like, this is so thin, like so thin. It does have a scent, but it's more of just a foundation scent. There's no added fragrance. So with this, I'm going to really focus it on the areas that I don't like, my redness. And I think this does oxidize a little bit. I don't think it's bad, but I think it does oxidize. You can see when I first put it on my skin, well, not necessarily oxidize. That means it gets kind of orangey, but it does get a bit darker. I don't have any product on my sponge, but I'm just going to dab over it. I think this built up beautifully. I definitely think that the coverage is really good. I would say that it built up to full coverage, but I think it's on the lighter end of the full coverage spectrum. But it looks really, really good. I agree with that kind of soft focus look. It just kind of softens everything. Looks really, really good. The one thing that I probably won't like is if this gets super matte. Like if it just dries down really, really matte. That won't be my favorite. But we will see how this ends up drying down. But right now, I love the way that this looks. Holy cow. And I do have the concealer, but I'm gonna do it in a separate video because I know when I do multiple products, it can get really, really long. So I wanna focus on each product and review each product alone. I'm just lightly gonna run a little bit down my neck and just get everything to be cohesive, the same color. I'll bronze up the neck a little bit more, but my neck is always so much lighter than even my face. It's crazy. And of course, you guys know we never use primer. I don't want it to affect the finish, the wear, any of that stuff. So this is what, hold on you guys. So this is what we look like. We did build it up a bit. This feels really nice on the skin. It's not heavy in the slightest. It feels very, very good, very breathable, very light. It definitely has that soft focus smoothing finish to it. It's matte. It came off just a smidge. I'm gonna continue to let it set for a little bit, and I don't plan on putting any powder on. Okay, sorry guys, my camera totally shut off. My card was full. But yeah, I don't plan on setting this at all. I want to see how it wears. This is supposed to be long wearing, so we're gonna try out that claim. It's also supposed to be water resistant. That will be great for spring and summer if it's sweat and water resistant. I will love that. So it says pro benefits, long wearing yet silky and not sticky. Totally agree. It is very silky. It's not sticky at all. Lightweight feel with buildable coverage. Check, check. Totally agree. Spherical powders deliver excellent slip and keep your skin shine free. I think it does. The slip is really, really good on this. I love that. And then it says water resistant, so we will see. But yeah, this is our starting point. We are going to do a nice big long wear test on this. I want to see if it is long wearing. So I'm going to go off camera, finish up the face, and we will be right back. Okay guys, this is the full face and everything looks gorgeous. I did not have to set the face, but it looks so smooth and just so beautiful. It's very, very soft focus. And I do think this is going to last a long time. I have washed my hands several times and it's not budged. So I think the water resistant claim is probably accurate. But yeah, we're gonna give this a nice long wear test and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay guys, it has been 9 hours and holy cow, this still looks beautiful. My redness is peeking through a little bit, but it's not bad. I definitely think it still has great coverage, and the wow, totally lost my train of thought there. But I totally think it's buildable, and I like that. I don't want super full coverage throughout my entire face. I pretty well like full coverage on my cheek area where all of my redness is. So I do really like buildable foundations. Now with that being said, this is not super full coverage. I find what I think this is a lot like is the L'Oreal Fresh Wear. It is very liquidy, but still has really great coverage. Same with that one, I can build it up to full coverage. Where I think these differ is I think this one is crazy long wearing. I think this will stay on your face. If you set this, there's no telling how long this would last. But even without setting it, I'm gonna wear it, you know, the rest of the day. I'm gonna, let me see, we've got 9 hours already in. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm pretty sure I can get at least 14 hours out of this, and I'll let you guys know down below how it wore. But you guys, I guarantee you this is going to be one of those that just locks into place. And I think even if you have dry skin, if you moisturize well, you're good. And it doesn't even have to be crazy moisturizing. But it's like, this is matte, but it's not super drying matte. It is one that just smooths everything out, and it just looks beautiful, honestly. So if you have oily skin, I think this is going to work for you too. But you may want to set it just so it does lock it into place. But I love the way it feels. It has not broken down. It's not done anything weird. I really like this one. I do recommend it. They don't have the best shade range, but I absolutely recommend it. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this, if you want to see anything else. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, I hope you subscribe and click that bell, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye guys.